One of the hidden gems in college football, Merlin Olsen Field at Maverick Stadium in Logan, Utah. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Texas State Bobcats and the Utah State Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Checking in with the Texas State head coach before the game. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. So the Texas State Bobcats offense will go on the attack first. And this sophomore tight end, without question, is one of their most reliable playmakers. Coming off a game in which he had 6 grabs, 2 of them going into the end zone in their victory.
And it won't be a surprise of where the eyeballs are going to be focused on with this defense. It's the guy who's up for the Mackey Award, the tight end that can do a little bit of everything, that's versatile, that this quarterback really, really trusts. Palmer, he's a playmaker, he's big, he can do it all.
And he's not just going to line up in a three-point stance beside the right tackle or the left tackle. They are going to move him around in different spots of the field and find the matchups that he can take advantage of. So I think if you're on defense in this one, you really have to do a good job communicating and finding the double teams when possible, just to try to slow him down. You can't stop him. You can just hope to contain him.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They're working that left side. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Got to make the play on 4th. He wants to go deep. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Great place to start for this offense. Gonna run it. It's White. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Rush is on. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Out wide right, it's Evans. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. From the gun, it's Pryor. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Let's talk for just a minute about Texas State. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love now, Jesse. How do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got...
But he's got room. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Bobcats are marching down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Just smothered on the play.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys. Those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words to describe defensive linemen with.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Burrowing for yardage. And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the 2nd straight play.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. All right, guys, let's chat a little Utah State. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program was because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs were out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
Look out! He'll heave it deep. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Well, the quarterback trying to get aggressive there on 3rd down. He saw something he liked in a matchup he wanted to take advantage of, but the defense, they simply weren't fooled, and they're able to come away with the play.
Takes the handoff. It's Pryor. He's past the marker. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Got some green grass. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. There he goes. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He's got it. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Looking downfield, it's Hillstead. He's got it on the run. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he's in! Touchdown, Utah State! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quick give. It's Pryor. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense got it, they're on the run. Touchdown, Utah State. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
There's nothing better than watching a big boy do what he was born to do. Ball on the turf, the big fella scoops it up, and Palmer, thank God he didn't have to go far.
You know what? The thing I love about this too, David, is he never quit on the play. He pursued it, showed great effort. He was Johnny on the spot, bounced right into his belly. They may want to put this guy on short yardage goal line because he has a nose for the end zone.
This drive will start from the 19. Line. Straight ahead, it's Pryor. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking to the big tight end. Out wide left, it's Cotton. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Bobcats peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
What a great job by the defense understanding where they're on the field. Listen, the wide side of the field's this way. They're going to try to run that sweep, identifying it, flying like madmen to the football, just understanding speed and space. I got to be ready for that, and they were.
And the Bobcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Going with the counter play here. Sweet cut there. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Drops back on 1st down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Oh, he's got some space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. We reach the break, and Utah State holds the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw. Just barely got rid of it.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. About to have the ninth snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. Finds a crease. It's White. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Hillstead. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's White. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. The run inside. It's Pryor. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Left side is Gardner. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They think there's room to run to the right here.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Keep it on the ground. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down. The Bobcats look to keep this drive humming. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Swapped immediately.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The offense hasn't been able to get it done on 4th down. 0 for 2 so far. They'll try to turn that around here. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Fires left. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Keeps it himself. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Hits inside. It's Atkins.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Using his legs, it's Browning. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll ride him again. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Browning. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the option. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive,
snags it, and there's running room. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Knocked down immediately. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody's dialed in. They see what's going on. They diagnose it, go downhill, hit them right in the middle of the field.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. The defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Hillstead. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15.
Here we go. Ready.
Running inside, it's White. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Fires to the tight end. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Now on 1st and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. They'll try to get it in with the run. They put the brakes on him. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. He wants to throw it. Rush right in his face. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And so after that play got sideways, the intentional grounding brings up 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the wideout. Left side is Taylor. He'll be dropped. The Bobcats want to move quickly. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Shoots it to the left. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And you know they're going to go for it again on 4th down. At least you think they are, because early...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Making the adjustment. Snapped on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Fresh center down's going to the air. He'll take a deep shot here. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bobcats will boot it away to start the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Hunt is in the air. Making his first move. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. He's changing the play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Browning. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Back to pass on second down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Finds his target. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Needs it here on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Wide open, he makes the catch. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the gun, it's White. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show.
Intercepted for the 11th time. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Bobcats. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick six. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Selling the fake. Fires to the big fella. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Push is ahead. Turning it on. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Aggies will have it 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Hillstead. Here comes the heat. Fires on the move. Got him downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Aggies come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Going to the run, it's White. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. RPO complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
for a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
From the gun on third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the ground, it's Browning. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Out wide right, it's Cotton. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. They're all over him. Out wide left, it's Gardner. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Bobcats are flying down the field. Wants to throw one first. Holds on, it's Evans. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. And the Bobcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Drops back on 1st down. Right side, it's Evans. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another 1st down. The Bobcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Changing the routes with his receivers. In the red area, it's Browning. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Touchdown, Bobcats! The sure hand's in the end zone, and he has 6. Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. On the return, it's Edwards. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. RPO complete to open the drive. This guy just oozes toughness when he runs, bangs his way to the 20. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. second down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Evans.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. It's turned down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Throwing on the run. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Quick give, it's White. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
That's a play the receiver would like to have back because he was in position to make a huge play for his offense. 50-50 ball. Climb the ladder. You just got to snatch it. You got to pluck it out of the air, and he couldn't get it done.
Fires downfield. Working the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Sets his feet. It's Hillstead. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man by himself. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Aggie. They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the 4th quarter.
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. They'll run it in the red zone. It's White. Couldn't make his way in. The 2-point conversion fails, and we still have a 5-point game here in the 4th. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback signaling to his guys. 2nd down to the air. Throws for the tight end. Left side is Cotton. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Bobcats come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Out wide right, it's Gardner. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide left, it's Browning. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. That touch pass went nowhere, stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Just keeps slinging it. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing 2 heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Aggies sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Back to throw. It's Hillstead. Unleashes one. Complete to the left. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Not much feels better to an offense than to get some breathing room with an explosive play like that. Now 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. They want to run this quarterback. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. Long way to go on 2nd down. This time they'll throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They need to get a little closer for a field goal trying. They've got to do it in a hurry. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Good job just to get rid of that one. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. From the gun, slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Wants to throw on 1st. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, going to throw it. Right side, it's Evans. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give as they work on that clock. Enough to move the chains. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Bobcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Follows his blocks. It's Browning. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. This could be the biggest play of the game so far. 3rd down and 2. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the first down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the W.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Looking for a productive play on first down.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happened.
Everybody gets energized.